Coach, pre-nationals this weekend. Team's been kind of on a nice upward progression as this season's worn on. And now kind of getting into the fun parts, what's kind of on everyone's mind this weekend?
So this is the big race for the season up to this point, pre-nationals over at Terre Haute at Indiana State. And they'll be hosting the national meet, so hopefully we'll get a second look at it this year. We're at a point where the teams are starting to freshen up a little bit, and we're hoping for some really big performances. We had a really good performance by Maria Scavuzzo and the whole team on the women's side at the All-Ohio meet and walked away with the big trophy. I think that we're in a position to really surprise some people in our conference especially, and so this big stage at Pre-Nats gives us a chance to go up against some really good competition and kind of see where we are as well. Same with the guys' side. I think we were a little bit flat at All-Ohio. It was a really tight team race, and so if one of our guys had an on race, we would have been really close to the win there, and I think we had 3 or 4 of them that had kind of off races. And so that freshening up a little bit and starting to feel the effects of some faster turnover work is going to, I think, pay off dividends this weekend at Pre-Nats.
You mentioned Maria with her big performance, but lost in that was a pretty tight overall team performance on the women's side. I believe 1 through 5 were separated by less than a minute. I guess, how are you seeing kind of that progression of that critical 3, 4, 5 spot that is what really wins and loses you meets at this time of year?
Yeah, that's one of the key things with cross country is you have to have a tight pack. If you have a 4th or a 5th runner who's back really far, then sometimes that will ruin your team's chances. The good thing we have going for us, both on the guys and the girls side, is that we have a deep team right now. And so we're actually having trouble deciding or figuring out who our top 7 should be. And so we've got to make that decision, especially going into we can race 9 at max and then only 7 at the regional. We don't know who that is yet. And so this race will help us figure out who that top 7 or top 9 is. What that means is that the 8th and 9th runner are pushing the 7th to be better. The 7th is pushing the 6th to be better. 6th is pushing the 5th, and it just makes us overall a better team.
Bottom line, I guess, what are some of the things that you're looking for both in results and performance beyond the pushing each other from the bottom up?
So this is, I think, the first weekend where we will see some of our runners between 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, I would say all of our runners have the chance to make a really big breakthrough. Even Maria Scavuzzo, again, I think that she's just coming into her own right now. She's starting to figure out, I can run with those girls at the front. Matt Brownlee was our first finisher at All-Ohio for the men's side. I think we've had 3 different finishers, first place finishers this whole year, and we have no pecking order, and so we're trying to see who's going to establish themselves as a true top 5 or a top 7.
Team's been off over the past week, getting ready for really the fun portion of the season with the pre-nationals leading into all of the championship meets. What's the team been doing over this last couple of weeks in training?
We've been doing really well. We've had a lot of good workouts. We just had a hard workout called the Rojo workout that Joe created, and it was really good. Like, our team did amazing, and so I'm just really excited for the season, what we're going to do. So, yeah, we're fit.
Team's been getting some really good results over the first couple of meets. 2 weeks ago, winning the All-Ohio Championship. How's that pack running really starting to form together?
It's been awesome. Like, we ran together a lot during the race and pushed each other, and you could always see a teammate in front of you and know I can go for her. She's doing amazing, so I'm gonna run for the team as well. So it's been awesome, and we've been doing really well with workouts together and just coordinating and working together.
I guess, what's the strategy and kind of goal going into this pre-national race to kind of kick off the championship season?
The goal is just to continue to get better. A lot of us PR'd at Ohio, so just keep dropping down that time, keep running for each other, and just see what we can do. So not back down.
Jake, first few races on the men's side, you can have basically been able to kind of shuffle the cards and figure out who's going to be the top finisher. How much has this group kind of been pushing each other, since there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of separation from 1 through 5?
Yeah, I mean, the team seems to be really working well together, especially in practices. What's nice this year is that really we have 7 guys, even actually more than 7 guys, that could even just be the top guy any given day. So it's nice to actually have a group of guys running strong together in each race. So I mean, really, it's just we feed off each other, and which is great. So it's the really pack running type of atmosphere, which is nice.
You mentioned the pack running 2 weeks ago. I think the top 5 were separated by less than 30 seconds in a very competitive men's team race, finishing 4th in that one. As what has the team been kind of trying to do over the last week in preparation for pre-nationals to take kind of another leap forward?
Yeah, I mean, coaches have emphasized on the whole pack running and staying tight. That's what we worked on today. So really just being able to feed off each other and staying strong and really kind of pushing each other to really just be the best and go after some good teams this weekend.
Yes, individually and team-wise, what are some of the things you're looking to do over in Terre Haute this weekend?
Obviously we'd all like to PR. That's always a big thing. But really go after a lot of MAC schools, kind of show them where we are and kind of get ready for the MAC race. Like this is really just a stepping stone for the MAC championships, but really kind of go after some good teams and really show them who we are.
You mentioned kind of the stepping stone into the MAC championships. This kind of month kind of starts off the championship season of the cross-country campaign. Is this really like the fun portion of the year where you really get these high-stakes meets?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is what we've trained all year for, all summer long. I mean, the MAC championship it's what we train, and we really expect to do something big there. So, yeah, we're all very, very excited.